What is the matter with Canada? There is a good reason why I am asking this question. The Canada Security Intelligence Service has released a report naming India as a foreign interference threat. Let me just repeat that. Canada is branding India a foreign interference threat. This is in a top secret report. It was released to the Canadian media under the country's Access to Information Act. And now the world is asking, why on earth is Canada's spy body branding India as a foreign interference threat? The document in question is called Briefing to the Minister of Democratic Institutions on Foreign Interference. It is dated the 24th of February 2023. It states that India's interference would worsen if the government does not intervene. First things first, the allegation of interference is with regard to federal elections of 2019 and 2021. The inquiry into interference was ordered by none other than the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. And this is the first time such an inquiry is naming India. And guess which other country is named in that report? China. It calls Beijing, quote unquote, by far the most significant threat, adding, the PRC's activities are broad in scope and significant in the level of expended resources. The activities are significant, pervasive, and directed against all levels of government and civil society across the country. Let's just come to the case against India. 3 pages of this spy agency report have been devoted to India. But here's where things get all the more interesting. The contents of these pages have been redacted or censored. The only line that has been made public is this: India engages in foreign interference activities. Very convenient, isn't it? Time and again, Canada heaps accusations against India, but fails to follow that up with anything concrete. Let me just remind you here that in September 2023, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau publicly accused India of being behind the shooting of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. It is February 2024, and Canada has failed to give any evidence to back that claim. And now Canada is accusing India of election interference. Again, without evidence. How do you get to make an unsubstantiated claim of election interference against the world's biggest democracy? How do you release a report, make up a big allegation, and redact the operational part? Which is why I ask, what is wrong with Canada? Meet Jagmeet Singh. He is an ally of Trudeau. Singh is also the leader of the New Democratic Party. Singh has a very interesting theory. He says India influenced Canada's elections through its large diaspora. Quick facts here. 5% of Canadians have Indian origin. 1.8 million Indian origin people live in Canada. But how many of these people can vote in Canada's elections, you ask? Only those with Canadian citizenship. Canada is supposed to go through a rigorous background check before giving a citizenship to any individual or even a PR or permanent residency for that matter. FYI, those on PR cannot vote in Canada's election. It's the same case for those on visas, be it student visa or business visa. My point is, the only Indian origin people voting in Canada's elections are Canadian citizens. So Jagmeet Singh's logic is that Canada's own citizens are voting to rig the poll in favor of India or as per India's interest. This simply does not add up. But here's what does. The vested interest behind coming up with a bizarre allegation against India. The question is Trudeau using this report to take attention off his own troubles? Consider this now. Before the India-Canada row blew up, China's meddling in Canada's election was making headlines. Beijing was being accused of colluding with Trudeau's party. In fact, a lawmaker had to leave Trudeau's party because the media started asking him uncomfortable questions about his dealings with China. This lawmaker's name is Han Dong. He is accused of lobbying with a Chinese diplomat. There was also a leaked intelligence report on China's interference. Not too soon after, Trudeau raked the Niger issue. Is this latest allegation against India also Trudeau's way of diverting attention? Is this constant anti-India agenda Trudeau's way of appeasing Khalistani voters at home? Consider this now. This commission on election interference was set up by Trudeau, who will vouch for its neutrality. Human rights groups and the opposition Conservative Party have in fact questioned the credibility of the inquiry process. So there you have it. Justin Trudeau weaving stories to suit his political plans. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.